Hello everybody, hello, gravelly voice time of the gravelly voice. So, welcome to Legend of Grimrock. Legend of Grimrock is a window pane style RPG, and that means that basically it is a game focused around the idea of completing an RPG. In this case, it's a turn-based puzzle RPG, turn-based puzzle dungeon crawl, from the position of a kind of group of characters all looking out of a single facing, so looking out of a single first-person perspective, hence window pane. It's a grid-based, pseudo-turn-based. It's actually real-time, but it's turn-based real-time. So basically, characters take an action, and then they have a period of time where they can't act. And then after a period of time, they act again. This is both for players and for monsters. So, yeah, we've got a interesting little concept of a game going. And what we're going to be looking at is we're going to be looking at, as far as we can, completing the basic campaign to start with. So we're going to start a new game. We're going to have it on normal difficulty. We're going to create our characters, and you could have it on old school mode, which is the idea of kind of like tabletop RPGs and the old school style of this kind of RPG, where we only have hand-drawn maps. But I'm going to leave the mapping on, because the mapping just helps in general. I find mapping makes things a little bit easier for myself. So we're going to apply that to there. And now we have our character creation section. So, as far as character creation goes, we've got 4 slots, 3 possible classes, a bunch of skills, a bunch of traits, and a bunch of abilities, and we've got 4 possible races. Humans are the most general of race. They start with 4 skill points, but they have 10 in each stat, and they have access to most of the traits. The only thing they don't have access to is headhunters and natural armor. Minotaurs are much larger. They have +5 strength, +4 vitality, but lower dexterity and wisdom. Strength affects your ability to hit things and carry things. Dexterity affects your ability to move quickly, perform actions, be accurate. Vitality affects your health. And willpower affects your ability to manipulate the arcane and the amount of protection from the arcane you have. Now, Minotaurs make some of the best frontline warriors, some of the frontline fighters, for 2 reasons. First off, they've got reasonably high strength, which means they're going to be hitting very hard. Now, they've got low accuracy, but we can compensate for low accuracy using... Hey, Shibi! We can compensate for low accuracy using points into the combat skills. Because as we increase our combat skills, we have an accuracy bonus based upon that combat skill. Now, we also have access to all 3 combat skills as a fighter. We have axes, maces, and swords, and on combat. Sorry, all 4 combat skills. Maces are available earlier in the game, so they're kind of useful to have because they're available early in the game, but they don't tend to be as powerful as later game swords. Axes are available in the mid-game. Swords are available in the mid-game as well. I tend to go with maces because by the time you get to the point where you've got access to all the things of swords... Sounds like you caught some malware. The reason I haven't streamed for over a week is I was doing some stuff for my family, some stuff for the person I care for, and I got sick. And this is a grand improvement on what I was like. I was a lot worse than this. So, Shibi, what do you want to be? Do you want to be a fighter, a mage, or a rogue? Because we're going to have player characters based upon who's in the chat, as long as we've got enough people. So, are you going to be a fighter, a mage, or a rogue, Shibi? And Greypass, are you going to be a fighter, a mage, or a rogue? Human fighter, Minotaur fighter. Shibi's going to be a fighter. Shall we make you a Minotaur fighter then, Shibi? Hey, Devil Dude, welcome to the stream. Grapas is going to be a mage. Okay, so if we come down here, we're going to have a mage. Do you want to be an insect mage or a human mage? So, strength, dexterity, vitality, and will. We're going to give Grapas a couple of points into dexterity just to give him that just base accuracy. We're going to throw a few points on strength. And that gives us 3 points left. Where do you want your last 3 points to be spent? Insectoid, obviously. Lovely. That sounds funny. Nice. So we're going to give you a little bit more willpower because that's where your strength is going to be. And we're going to give you dexterity because that's going to be your main defense. You're not going to have a lot of HP. We're going to average out your vitality, but you're not going to have a lot of HP and you're not going to be able to hit things very hard. Devil Dude, what would you like to be? Would you like to be a human, minotaur, lizardman, or insectoid? And would you like to be a fighter, a mage, or a rogue? So we're going to give you that boost to willpower just to make sure you've got the power to constantly be slinging out those spells. Because that's going to be your job, is to be constantly slinging spells. Let's throw in some strength. So as I said, we're probably going to go with Headhunter. What Headhunter does is every time we find a skull, which are collectible items in the... That's fine, Devil Dude. Every time we find a skull, which are collectible items, we're going to get +3 attack power. And we're also going to make you skilled so that we can have 4 skill points instead of 1. We're going with double points in mace and a point in armor and a point in athletics, just to get those ticking up. And this is going to be Chibi Red. Over here, we're going to have Grapas. And we're going to give you probably a couple of points in fire magic, because fire magic's really easy to do early game. We're also going to make you skilled. Now, we could make you strong-minded or tough. We could give you natural armor, which is actually not a bad idea for a mage, because it just gives you that ability to guard against a little bit more damage. We could make you evasive, which would give you a lot of evasion. I mean, you've already got 6 evasion. We could bump your evasion up really high and trust to the luck of dodging. We could give you aura, which would give you additional energy. I think I'm probably going to make you either evasive or strong-minded. +5 protection is nice, but you're not really going to be wearing that much armor, so your protection is never going to get that high. Should we make you evasive to see if you survive long enough? And because we've made you skilled, we can throw a couple of points into spellcraft to give you more willpower, and a couple of points into staff defense to give you a little bit of protection from your staff. So, Devil Dude, you are going to be on our back line, and you are going to be our ranged attack rogue. Although, should we make you a double mage? Should we go double mage build? Double mage build can be very powerful. Yeah, let's go double mage build. Oh no, let's go double rogue build. Double rogue build. Double rogue build. So we're going to give you dexterity and strength. Roughly in equal measure. I named him Chibi Breads. Chibi Bread. We're going to give you throwing weapons. We're going to make you skilled, and we're going to make you probably athletic. We're going to give you throwing weapons to start with. And we're also going to give you dodge. Because you're going to be in the back line, you're mostly going to be throwing things. We'll give you missile weapons later on. And then we're going to have a human rogue in the front line. And we're going to make you skilled, and we're going to make you evasive, and we're going to give you daggers. I'm probably going to give you assassination as well. So we're going to give you plenty of assassination, plenty of daggers. You're going to be a specialist in that. So you're going to be Devil Dude. And I suppose I will have to be Droid. So, let us begin. Mount Grimrock. A towering spire looms above the clouds. A weathered rock that stood tall for ages, longer than the histories of man have been written. It is a desolate place now, only remembered when things need to be discarded or forgotten. An airship struggles to gain altitude as it floats towards the peak. Four prisoners, bound by heavy chains, emerge from the ship. The court accuses them of terrible, treasonous deeds. But by the grace of the king, their crimes shall be forgiven atop Mount Grimrock. Their final trial is at hand. Numerous prisoners have received their pardons here, yet none have returned to live their life in freedom. They are at the very top of the world. Below them, only darkness and justice awaits. As they are plunged down the open moor at the peak, their crimes are absolved. Everyone before them has perished in the guts of the mountain. But will you be able to lead them through the darkness and to the freedom that awaits at the base of Mount Grimrock? The Legend of Grimrock. So we find ourselves in the cell, and we have this kind of grid-based thing. There's our hole where we fell in. I'm surprised we survived, considering we landed on a steel grate. But this is our starting environment, and we are locked inside a cell in Grimrock. If we come over here and we read the wall, it says, "Choose your fate. Perish in this cell or pick up the torch." And with that, we can pick up the torch and we can carry it with us. Now, the torch is a limited time only thing. And... Aha! Push the button. We have our first secret. In here we have a throwing star, which we can give to our thrown weapon specialist, and a pair of boots. And we also have a statue that looks like it's a Cthulhu, because it has little tentacles. We can't really do anything with the statue, unfortunately. But we have our first kind of array of abilities and things. Now, we do have a map. One second. We do have a map. We can turn the map off, but we do have a map. And now comes the moment where we have to kind of explore the dungeon and see if we can find everything and see if we can kind of survive. Now, we have to keep our eyes out open for hidden areas. And we're also going to be pinching torches. If you have a torch in your hand, then it slowly burns out. You can put a torch in your inventory and it will stay unlit. And that gives you the ability to basically protect yourself from certain things. Now, we're going to give our frontline fighters most of the early game armor. And we're also going to give him a mace because he's got the mace skill. And you can actually build your warriors all sorts of different ways, dependent on what sort of abilities you want them to have. Now, we could put the little rock it's given us on the floor to keep this pressure plate down. I'm actually going to put a torch on the floor because the rock is useful as a thrown weapon. And there are plenty of torches in the dungeon. We don't have to worry about torches all that much. We've got our first key. That's nice. Pretty sure there's no secrets because this is just the tutorial area. I think there's pretty much just that one secret at the beginning of the tutorial area. We have another rock. We have another torch. Just keep an eye out on the walls for secrets. They're usually in the corner, but they can sometimes be pretty much anywhere. Let's just do a quick cycle of this guy. Just keep an eye out all over the walls just to see if we spot any things. I have been extremely sick. Hey, Rashid. Is this clickbait? What do you mean is this clickbait, Rashid? I'm not sure what you mean by is this clickbait, because it's called Legend of Grimrock Official Campaign, Stream 1, Prisoner Blues. Fight them with sticks and stones. Exactly. Well, that's what we have at the beginning of the game. We have sticks and stones. Speaking of which, I should probably give him a... So here we've got another area that needs a key, but we just used up our last key. So we're going to have to go and find a key somewhere. Loose rocks. So that is hinting that, like, there is a loose rock here. It's the basic tutorial area. There we go. We have our key that we needed. Again, we're going to take the torch. Torches are very useful for pressure plate puzzles early game. Just allows you to save your rocks. And rocks early game are actually some of the better, like, ranged weapons you can find early game. There we go. And then we can pick up a little bit of snail slice. Snail slice is extremely useful because snail slice is a source of, well, first off, food. We're actually going to give the leather pants to our rogue. Along with the dagger. The dagger is actually a useful little tool for the rogue. Would you believe it's useful to equip your rogue with a dagger? I'm sure you would believe it. And we're just going to have a quick check for... the picture. The picture should be a Legend of Grimrock picture. I uploaded a Legend of Grimrock picture. I will upload it again, but like I set it to a Legend of Grimrock picture. Unfortunately, Minecraft is not always the friendliest thing in the world when it comes to actually, you know, acknowledging that you've done these things. Oh, throwing dagger, that can go to our thrown weapon specialist. So now he's got 2 decent thrown weapons. So we're going to pick up the food because we are going to have to eat later on. We can rest in this game. We can have rest periods. But if we rest, we're going to have to... if we rest, we are going to have to spend food to do it, basically. So we've got a little bit more food. We've got some cheese. Hope you get well soon. Thank you very much, Envious. So, let's have a look. What have we got here? Is there anything secret here? Because this looks like it's the kind of place where they'd have a secret. I can't see any secret stones or anything to push. We do have this. To close the pit, something needs to fly. So this basically telling you that you need to push that pressure plate to close the pit. Throw a rock. Rock pushes the pressure plate, and then we can use one of our torches to get our rock back, because our rock is a thrown weapon. And actually, the rock, strangely enough, if we have a look at the rock as an if we have a look at the rock as an item, it has an attack power of 5 and a speed of 12. If we compare that to one of these things, this thing has an attack power of 11, and this one has an attack power of 8. So it's only slightly weaker than a throwing dagger. So when we run out of thrown items and we have like 20 rocks... Ooh, sandals. Those can go to one of our rogues. We've got a little bit more food and another rock. Some pants, that can go to one of our rogues. A couple of loincloth rags. Now, I don't think there is anything else down here. If memory serves, I'm pretty sure this place is empty. It's the first level, there are very few secrets. Later on, as you go through the game, you're going to face a lot more puzzles and secrets that are sort of designed to challenge your ability to reason and discover things. This is one of our first kind of puzzle rooms. This door is locked. And we have this guy here, and if we read this text on the wall, heal my sight. So we have to heal this guy's sight. It's a pretty basic puzzle, because of course it's one of the first major puzzles in the game, one of the first progression puzzles. We're going to rack up a fire spell, and we're going to give potions to you. And by timing our movement, we can make it so that we are very rarely going to get hit. Now that's going to be a lot harder later on in the game, but early game it does make it very easy to avoid taking damage. A little bit of free mushroom. Sorry. Rack up another fire spell. And you can see that the increased accuracy that dexterity gives you is playing a major role, because we're hitting a lot more often with our rogue than we are with our warrior. However, our warrior is just doing flat out more damage. Now, unfortunately, we are kind of out of throwing weapons to a certain extent. We're out of magic as well. So you do have to be careful about how much magic and how much throwing weapons you use, because you do run out of them eventually. Make sure we pick up all of our rocks. That's fine. And over here we've got a couple of plants we can give to our rogue. Is the first eye we need, and in here there is this, which is a little panel, and that opens up a second area back here, which gives us an improved dagger. So we go from attack power 5 to attack power 7, which is a nice little improvement on our dagger skill. And a couple of things we can turn into potions later on. Pretty sure that is that area completed. And then over here we have another area. We're going to come up against our first really tough enemy in a second. Ooh, nice critical strike there. Oops. Get our throwing weapons back. Lovely. And a little bit more snail meat. Food becomes a lot rarer later on. And we're just going to deal with the snails that might sneak up behind us first. Now we should have enough magic for a spell now, because your magic does recharge over time. Oof, 7 damage. There we go. Let's get our throwing weapons back. And in here we have a little bit more clothing, which we're going to put on our mage. Bonus evasion for the mage is quite good. This is a spell scroll. We already know the spells because the spells are standardized. So that doesn't matter. And I don't think there is anything in here, because we don't get our first skull until the second floor. How do I open that gate? Not like that. Do I have to kind of convince that guy to get off the platform? I need to get in there. There we go. Sort of like early Elder Scrolls games. I can see where that comparison is coming from. Little button. And that opens that. There is actually another way you can do this, getting out of here. Dang it. So basically, you're kind of trapped in here. And you're kind of stuck. So it's kind of like, how am I going to get out? Now, puzzle solving skills. We can reach through the bars and we can actually put a rock on the outside. Now we're going to rack up a fire spell because we're going to come up against something nasty. Am I sick? Nope, I am perfectly well. So as you can see, this guy is pretty dang tanky. He hits like a truck as well. However, he's very, very predictable. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take his shield and we're going to give that to our Legionnaire. And you can see that gives us a bonus evasion. And we're also going to take his spear, if we can ever actually pick it up off the floor. And we're actually going to give that to our Magus. And the reason we're going to give it to our Magus is when he runs out of magical spells, he can actually stab from the back line with the spear. He's not going to be particularly effective with it, but it just gives us an option that doesn't use up magic for him. Now, let's see. What have you got to say for yourself? Great rewards can be found behind these doors. To gain access, look carefully for small details. So, you has a spear. Yes, Grappus has a spear. Grappus in the back line with a spear. And also with magical powers, of course. Then we've got Devil Dude using a throwing dagger and a throwing star simultaneously. Just whoosh. I wonder if I can rename them. No, I can't. Alas. So looking carefully for small details, we've got one there. And one there. Oh, things are about to get even cooler for you, Grappus. A Whitewood Wand. This magical staff is a powerful weapon when wielded by a potent mage. So over here we have the Whitewood Wand. Instead of an open hand, where we can use to cast spells, if we right-click on the wand, we can actually use the wand to cast spells. We can use the wand to whack people as well, but it's a close melee weapon, so you can't do it from the back line. We can also, by the way, just rearrange people whenever we want. So if one of our guys is weak, we can always just cycle him into the back line, if we so desire. So there's our save point. We've saved the game. And we have another little scroll. Touch to regain health and restore life. That's fine. And we have a second spell scroll. This is the Poison Cloud spell scroll. Requires Earth Magic level 3, which unfortunately you don't have. But that just teaches us how to use Poison Cloud. So there's our two spells so far. We have Fire and Poison Cloud. And then we go down into the next level of the dungeon. The Dungeonis. The question is, are you ready for the Dungeonis? Do you think we are ready to go into the next level of the Dungeonis? Kind of hope so, because we don't really have a choice. Sorry. So, we are down into the second level. First thing we're going to do is smash these crates. Because occasionally you can find stuff in them. Am I? Probably not. More snails. Whoa. What the heck was that? 1 second, guys. What on earth was that? That was something in the background. Some naughty program. Oh, triple level up. Nice. So, we've got 3 level up. Unfortunately, Grapas did not level up. Sorry, guys. I wish I could actually adjust my sound levels at the moment. For some reason, I can't gain access to the sound mixer control panel. There we go. I'll turn off my system sound. Sorry about that, guys. So, leveling up. So, Droid is going to go with more points in Dagger. And a couple of points in Dodge. And then probably 1 more point in Assassination to get up towards backstabbing, and then Reach Attack. Sheepy Bread, you're going to go with a little bit more Mace and a little bit more Athletics. And Devil Dude, you're definitely going to go into throwing weapons a little bit harder, I think. Gives you a little bit more health. We've got a hat. Devil Dude, you are about to be wearing a hat. Bloop. How close are you to leveling up Grapas? Like, you're really dang close to leveling up Grapas. Don't worry about it. You will level soon. Another rock. You do get the most experience if you get the kill, which is one of the reasons why Grapas level's a little bit slower than everyone else, because Grapas doesn't have so much killing power as he does massive damage, but you have to be slightly careful because of his mana regen. How is food going for everyone? Food is okay. We're doing okay for food. Now later on, as we get deeper into the dungeon, we're going to get a lot of really useful spells, but for now we've just got the one spell. Ooh, a silk shirt. Grapas. Enjoy your silk shirt. You can have upgraded pants, I think. We've got another dagger, but we don't actually need it yet. Where are we on the map? We are over here. Yeah, that's fine. I has the fancy. Yes, you has a silk shirt. Admittedly, it's a silk shirt that we kind of picked off an old skeleton, but still. Grapas leveled up. Oh, shiz. These guys are dangerous. These guys spit poison. Dang it. Oof. That was a nasty. So that hurt quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute some food. Mole jerky for myself. I'll have snail slice, and Devil Dude can have the cheese. Pit root bread. And then we're going to have a little bit of risk, and we're going to have a quick rest. Ooh, we got a dream rest. What is happening? A collective dream? Oh, I know you. I know what you seek. Look for me down below, and I might help you. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Now, are we going to get attacked when we wake up? That is the question. We'll just allow myself to get HP back. Nope, we were fine. And Grapas did level up. So we could throw all 4 skill points into fire. But that's not actually going to get us another spell. We could throw 3 skill points into spellcraft, and that would get us access to 2 more spells that we don't know the patterns for yet. We could throw 3 into staff defense, which would get +5 evasion. We could throw 3 into earth, which would get us poison. We could get that poison cloud spell. Or we could throw 4 into air, which would get us the air spell, or 3 into ice, which would get us an ice spell. So, which spell do you want to go for, Grapas? Ah, dang it. Whew, that guy's tough. We've already taken like 1/3 of our health again. Nasty, nasty little thing. And there we have a nice big sword. Not really that useful. None of our characters really have the sword ability. Ice magic. Okay. So if we go 1, 2, 3, you get your first ice spell. Slow all the things. And in the meantime, as we've got a couple of spare spell points, I'll throw another one into spellcraft because it just makes your spells slightly more powerful overall. A compass and a key. I don't think there's anything greatly useful down here, but the compass does give us an idea of where north is at all times, which is nice. And that's back to the original room. Okay. So now we've got the key, we can go through this doorway. Shelter to the left, cells to the right. Well, this is the cells. Shelter to the left. Okay, shelter to the left. Little rocks on the wall, maybe. Do we have little rocks on the wall? Maybe over here? The lever opens this. Woo-ya! Oh, Shibi. Shibi. You get a massive great helmet. Increases your armor by 8, but drops your evasion by 10 because you don't have heavy armor proficiency yet. Because to get heavy armor proficiency, you need to go up quite a bit. But that +8 protection kind of counteracts the low evasion you've got now. Now, you do have access to an ice spell. I don't know what the ice spell is. I can try a couple of things. But, oh, hello. You just stabbed someone with a spear. A sandmole hide jacket. That's +3 protection, but you need armor proficiency to use it. And unfortunately, I don't think anyone's getting light armor. Oh, dodge gives you light armor proficiency once you get up to level 17. I actually prefer to keep you guys high on evasion for now, because you've got like 15 evasion. To be honest, it's not worth giving up 5 evasion for 3 protection. It's just not worth it. There are arrows back there, but I can't reach them through the bars, unfortunately. Another free rock. We're up to 8 rocks. And some arrows. We don't have a bow yet, but we've got some nice arrows for later on. So again, I'm just going to pop the torch down there, and we're just going to use things that we don't care about, like torches, to weigh down the switches. I hear snails. Oh, you're not a snail. That was most definitely not a snail. Okay, looks reasonably safe now. Everything is barred off behind gates. Barricaded off behind gates. So, what are you? No weapons allowed inside. I'm guessing you want me to surrender a weapon then. Spear mode, activate. I don't think it was a dragon. I think it was a gargoyle. It was a little bit too humanoid to be a dragon. Another rock. The key, a little bit more of potion ingredients. Button, which I spotted immediately on walking in, which was nice. What have we got here? We've got a +1 protection, +1 dexterity boots. Those can go onto our Magus, I believe. Take back our dagger. Well, this is quite obviously a trap, which we're almost certainly going to spring because traps usually have nice stuff in them. However, before we do that, we have a teleporter. Oh, hello. I can't hit you because you're behind a wall. We have a sack. Ooh. Push the button. Let's move you up that way. Move the sack down that way. So if I push the button again, sack is here. Again. Free sack. We have pit root bread. We have some light armor. Again, we've got another piece of light armor. The issue again with that is no one has light armor proficiency yet. And a key. Nice. Then we can put away a couple of these things. It does increase the weight ever so slightly because the container does have a little bit of weight. But that's fine. You're not over your carrying capacity yet. Now the question is, where is the soldier now? Here. Now we probably want to fight him just because he's a source of XP. And to be honest, he's probably not going to be that hard to fight. We're in a corridor, which is kind of his advantage, but yeah, that wasn't too bad. We can have a second spear for our throwing specialist, maybe. So they can strike from the back line as well. Now, this is going to be a trap. I know this is going to be a trap. I guarantee you this is going to be a trap. But I'm still going to do it. Knew it. Whoa, you just got a critical, devil dude. And one hell of a critical it was too. Ooh, I heard someone else strike at me then. Hello. Ouch. Stop stabbing me, people. A 35 critical is pretty nasty. The throwing dagger has gone missing. Where's my throwing dagger gone? Ooh, spell. Ice shards. Okay. So ice shards is that one and that one. Oh, this one and this one. Just have to wait for you to get your magic back. You don't have enough magic to use it yet. Ah, there's where my throwing dagger went. We've got another evasion plus cloak, and we got a bone necklace. Definitely going on Shibi bread. Admiral Akbar approves of this trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. Then we have another save crystal, which returns us to full health. And now we can try our Ice Shard spell. So that's going to be interesting. I don't know what Ice Shards... Oh! Okay, that's what Ice Shards does. That's quite cool. Yep, you are now our AoE specialist. I can hear the soldiers, and I can hear the birdie things that are still around here. Stone. That drains your mana, though. Oh, wow, guys. Learn to hit something for once, maybe. There we go. Devil Dude getting all the critical hits. I think absolutely every critical hit I've gotten so far has been from Devil Dude. Nice! Droid and Devil Dude both gain a level from that one. Lovely. Devil Dude, you're going to go... I mean, I could throw all 4 into throwing weapons and get you quick throw, but we just don't have that many throwing weapons at the moment. So I'm probably going to give you 2 in dodge and 2 in throw. And Droid leveled up, so he's going to get another 2 points in dagger. And 2 points in assassination. So he's just shy of backstab. I mean, one of the things you can do, if you're not worried about being weak early game, is you can have 2 rogues completely ignore missile and thrown weapons, and have one of them get high enough in assassination that they get reach attack and can attack from the back row. And then you can stab people with daggers from the back row. Ooh, second throwing dagger. Nice. And a key. I love it. I can hear that guy walking around there. We've got another teleporter. Which takes us... Wait a second. Does that teleporter take us back to... Yeah, that teleporter takes us... Wait a second, I'm going to check the map. Map. Yeah, that teleporter takes us to the same place every time. Do I need to insert the key that I got in here first? No. Do I have to close this gate, maybe? Nope. I am not sure what I am supposed to do. There's a button on the wall. Oh, yeah. Wait a second. Yeah, okay, it's a timed thing. Thank you, puzzle. Thank you, devil dude. Didn't see the button. You're the thrown weapon specialist, so you can throw that over there, and then we'll swap it out for a slightly older torch. We're running a little bit low on torches, so we're going to add another torch there. Okay, that doesn't seem too bad. What have we got over here? We have an axe. Our first axe of the game requires skill axes, attack power 10. Compared to our mace, it's got lower attack power, but it's got a pretty good speed, and it's got a no accuracy penalty. But we don't really need it, because we don't have anyone who's proficient with axe use. Might as well cheese it and top that up as well. And this teleporter leads us somewhere. No idea where that teleporter has taken us. So that's Poison Bolt. That's another spell we can think about later. Ooh, another throwing dagger. So we're actually up to 3 throwing daggers. That's pretty good. That's enough throwing daggers to get through most fights. So where did that take us? Oh, it took us all the way up here. That's a long old distance. Saw that one. How far is Grappas off level? Oh, Grappas is like about to level up. Chibi Bread and Grappas both gained a level. That's great. How are people's foods doing? You could do with a munch. Keep everyone well fed. So, Grappas has leveled up. We could dump all 4 points into ice magic. We could dump 4 points into fire magic. We could dump 3 points into earth magic and be able to use our first poison spell, which is Poison Cloud. Or we could dump all 4 into earth magic and head very quickly towards Poison Bolt. We haven't seen any spellcraft or air magic spells yet, so we could add some to staff defense maybe. If Grappas, are you still around? Where do you want to go? Shibi Bread, I don't think Shibi's still around. We'll give Shibi some armor proficiency, I think. With the idea of him heading towards light armor proficiency, and we'll give him all of our leather. All the leather gear we've collected. Oh, that 38 critical hit, Devil. You are just a master of the criticals. It just varies up, dude. Like, it depends on a little bit of luck and things like that. That was mostly Devil, dude. I mean, if we go into poison, we're going to have a poison spell available immediately, but the poison spell and the fire spell basically work double duty. Ooh, whoops. See some more fire. Okie dokie. Let's throw those points into fire. We are 1 point off, and we've got fire resistance, so now you're going to take less damage from fire, and we are 1 point off learning our next fire, or being able to cast our next fire spell, which is good. So where are we now? We are somewhere. Where are we? We don't have a key. We need a key to progress. Oh no, it's a button. I heard you. I heard this guy walking around in here, so I knew there was something back here. 54 Grapass. That was one hell of a spell. 54. Heard this guy wandering around in here. Ooh. A missile weapon item. Sling, attack power 5. You aren't proficient in missile weapons, Devil, but no ammo. Oh, do I have to do that? Oh, nice. Okay, so actually we could start swinging you over towards missile weapons if we wanted to give you additional power with your missile weapons. For now, we're going to leave you on that, but if we want to use our rocks, we can use the sling instead. This guy's very fast and gets turns really regularly, but we just lead him around in a circle and manage to save ourselves any poison damage. You see, you can switch things up in combat reasonably easily as well. Nicely done. For now, at least, we've got plenty of food. That's not going to last forever. We're definitely going to run out of food at some point soon. Ooh, hello, boots. Nomad boots. Protection and cold resistance. Everyone has better boots, and everyone has better underwear. There's a keyhole there. Interesting. I don't have any keys, I don't think. No, I don't have any keys on me at the moment. Another potion ingredient. Lovely. Ooh, key. That's nice. And a lever. I have no idea what the lever did. Oh, the lever opened up this area. Ooh, that was good. Ooh, helmet. Heavy helmet +6. We've only got one guy who can have heavy armor, I think. I don't think dodge gives you heavy armor. And we already have a better helmet. But we do have a skull. And those skulls will be +4 attack power for this guy. Yep. Bonus attack power for that guy. Nice. So that's what that lever did. Where are we? We're over here. So yeah, if we go down this way, this is where the door was. Or at least the keyhole. I presume the keyhole leads to a door. Useful. Oh, nice. Scrap-ass with the spear kill. Oh, hello. You guys look dangerous. I'm having a feeling I would kind of want magic to deal with you. But I don't currently have any magic left. Oh, they all hit. Wow. Okay, so this is where Grappass as a mage kind of specializes, it would seem. Ow. Gonna add throwing daggers back. See, he's wearing chainmail armor. I want chainmail armor. Bastard won't hand it over. Undead son of a bitch. So no wonder that skeleton was so noisy, because there were 4 of him. Ooh. What have you got? Ooh, potion making ingredients. Nice. So what have we got here? We've got potion of healing and anti-venom, a flask and a cave nettle, and a flask and a tar bead. Got a mortar pestle and some flasks. So we can make anti-venom, and we can make potions of healing. Technically, as long as you know the recipes, you can make anything you want. But, This game kind of reveals the recipes to you slowly. Let's throw you the bag. And then we can put like a bunch of food in here for later. That's a stairway down. We don't want to go down yet because we haven't finished exploring this floor. And there might be more goodies. Why do I not trust that pressure plate? What do you say? Okay. Only a patient man can defeat the demon's gaze. Okay. I'm assuming I have to kind of sit and wait. That's fine. Food-wise, we're all doing reasonably well. Yeah, we're all reasonably well fed. I don't really know why we're carrying a second legionary spear, because now you've got a ranged weapon, it doesn't really matter all that much. Oh, we lost a rock somewhere. Oh yeah, because it's on the floor. Duh. Sorry. You see that the throwing knives are 15, where there are only 3 more attack power, technically. But that's because you've just got more skill points in throwing knives. Only a couple more, only 10 more skill points, but it only gives you plus 2 power, but... Only the patient man can defeat the demon's gaze. I'm not really sure what that means. Oh, hello! That didn't do anything, okay. Fire magic it is, they're obviously immune to ice. One down. Grappa's having done the majority of the heavy lifting. Got our throwing daggers back, that's fine. And I managed to level up out of that. I'm probably going to give myself 1 to assassination to give myself backstab, and then 3 to that just to give myself the bonus energy. So what was in there that was so important that it was guarded behind that? Fire bombs. Ooh. I'm assuming a magic spell in a kind of artificer's container. So have we done like... Ooh. There's an area back here we have not explored. Let us go and see where it leads. Oh! You appear to lead back around to... So if I go through here... Healing crystal. Nice, full health. I love it. So I think that's everything that's offered on this floor. The plus attack power from the skull is going to make a nice big difference over time, because we're going to be able to gather, I think it's like 7 or 8 skulls from the course of the dungeon, so that's going to make him an absolute powerhouse. An absolute grade A powerhouse. I don't have a PS4 Sheeb, so unless there's cross-platforming on it. A lone pillar of light. Pillar of light stands alone. Ah, so we have to light up the central pillar, and that's it. Okay. That's fine. Ooh, ice bomb. Nice. Wow, all the misses. All the freaking misses. Wow, why are we missing so much? Actually hit the fucker. Thank you. Pretty sure Overwatch doesn't have cross-platform play, though. Oh, you're an archer. What I'll do, guys, is my voice is starting to hurt a little bit, so what I will do is I'll probably save here, and we will come back. We'll probably come back another day. Thank you very much for those people who turned up for my return stream, even though I'm not well again yet. And I will try and get in more streams as we go on. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I've been the Gaming Droid. This has been Legend of Grimrock, and we will be continuing this in a series later on. Bye-zy-bye, everybody. Bye-zy-bye.